Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we're back with another review. Today we are reviewing the game Neptunia, SENRAN, KAGURA Ninja Wars. Just a little bit of a heads up, some of the visuals for this game are slightly more adult orientated. So just a quick warning before you start playing the video. Without further ado, let's take a look at this review. As with all of my reviews, all of my opinions are based on playing the game in handheld mode on the Switch OLED, and all of the footage is recorded directly from the Switch itself. Two nations with two differing ninja styles are battling for control when a mechanical ninja army attacks, which sees the two nations join forces to try and defeat this new enemy. This is a visual novel. For me, it just felt like the dialogue often went on far too long, and I will say, after a while, I just found myself skipping it so I could get on with actually playing the game. The gameplay is fantastic. If you're not really into visual novels, this one isn't going to be for you because a lot of the time you are reading stuff on the screen. There's just a picture, normally of a girl on the screen, and then just lots and lots of writing underneath. So bear that in mind. If you're not into visual novels, probably not for you. I'm going to start off straight away. The gameplay, absolutely fantastic. It's so good. This is an action RPG, or some people may prefer to use the term hack and slash. So you've got your usual attacks using Y, which is pretty much your sword usually. And then you can throw various weapons with X. Press the L button and that opens your special abilities, and then pressing any of the X, A, Y, B button on the right Joy-Con will perform your special ability. Once you've built up your special bar, pressing X and A will unleash your power move. You are looking at probably roughly 12 hours of gameplay, which can be padded out using the usual side quests. There's a number of characters throughout the game. You have two in your party at any one time. Pressing downwards on the D-pad will allow you to change the characters, and this is pretty fluent as well. You can do it right in between doing your special moves, and you can get combination moves if you change at the right time as well. Pressing up on the D-pad will activate your items, which does pause the screen so you can use those items without dying. You will be expected to do just a few side missions in order to keep up with the level of the enemy, but you don't have to expect to do hours and hours worth of grinding. The boss battles are when you're going to expect the biggest challenge in the levels of the enemy, and they have some really powerful attacks, and the bosses have been visualized really well. They look really good. The other enemies, they're a little bit like punching bags. The level of them does go up. They don't necessarily attack very much. It's pretty much just you spamming attacks, hacking and slashing them down without really getting much back. So you can have loads of fun against those kind of usual enemies, but then once you come onto the bosses, that's when the serious challenge begins. Let's just start to talk a little bit about the visuals. So the characters look great, and a lot of work has gone into those main characters, and they do look brilliant. And that's the same for the bosses as well. The other enemies, they're pretty similar, and they can feel a little bit lifeless at times, to be honest. Like I said, just like punching bags. It would have been nice to have a few more cutscenes rather than just having that still image of the character on screen. Occasionally the image is just moving slightly across the screen, and just the endless text boxes. Like I say, if you're into visual novels, you'll love this. If you're not, you're probably going to more than likely just skip a lot of that story. because you're going to spend a long time just reading those text boxes. The fighting animations are all handled really well, and I didn't experience any kind of problems with crashes or frame drops, so visually I've got no complaints about the game. It is done really well. It is focused mainly on the kind of character and those fighting scenes. The scenery around is a little bit bland. You're not really kind of looking at it, I guess, because the game is moving so fast, but visually I'm pretty happy with it. It looked nice on the OLED screen. Haven't seen it blown up on the TV, so I don't have an opinion on seeing it on a bigger screen. Just a few final thoughts. So it's worth pointing out that the voiceovers aren't in English, and this one for me is it's just a bit too samey. It's really a game that is focused on people that enjoy visual novels, and if you do like them, you'll really enjoy this. If you don't, I think you're probably just gonna find yourself feeling a little bit cheated, especially given that you're only getting 10 to 12 hours worth of gameplay. The gameplay I did enjoy, but at times it was a bit repetitive. There just was a lack of challenging enemies, and they were just too samey, just punching bags over and over again, and it just got a little bit dull towards the end. I picked this up for £45 physically, and I was quite happy with the special edition I got with that as a collector. But I would say for anyone else, this is definitely one that you should save for a sale. I think anything above kind of £20, you're just going to feel that little bit cheated. Unless you're a huge fan of the series, then obviously you'll probably enjoy it more. But from someone who is looking for more of an RPG experience, I just didn't get that with this game. Thanks a lot for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this game. Take care, everyone. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.